Hello, welcome everybody. Let's all begin in mountain pose. We'll get our yoga on today. Just take your time, just make your way up to the top of your mat. We'll begin our practice here. We'll spend a few moments here as we prepare for our practice. Just find stillness. Get reacquainted with your breath. You might do so by taking a few deep breaths. Full breath in, filling up your lungs. Feel free to breathe out through your mouth with a soft sigh. Just starting to feel tension release, roll off of your body. Feel free to do that again. A full breath in. Exhale. And just continue with your slow breaths, deep breaths. Feel free to add movement to your body as you're breathing, really as a way to check in with your body. How are you feeling? Assessing what you may need from your moving practice today. So you might roll your shoulders a bit, gentle stretch and movement of your head and neck. And just work your way down your body. How's your back? How are your hips? Down your legs. How are your knees, your ankles, your toes? You can take a moment just to circle your wrists or wiggle your fingers, knowing that we do a lot of plank poses and down dogs. Good. Feel free to continue moving or come back to stillness and remain connected with your breath, deepening this connection. Noticing how each breath moves through your body, even how your body is responding to each breath. Even just the subtle rise and fall of your chest or your belly or your shoulders, even your back. Even turn up the volume of your breath just a bit so you can hear your breath. Hopefully a calming, soothing sound. And let this connection guide you and support you in your practice. Remembering that it's your practice. Move as you need to move today. Modify any postures. Rest whenever you need to. So in preparation to move, let's take 3 more deep breaths. Feel the expansion in your lungs, the release with the exhale. Good. When you're ready to move, inhale, extend both arms out and up. Treat it like a good stretch. Reach high. And exhale, fold forward. So we're hinging at the hips. Bend your knees as much as you need to and slowly guide your way down towards your toes. Now you don't have to touch your toes. Maybe you fold and only touch your shins or ankles. Then inhale, slide your hands up your legs a little bit. Only rise up halfway so you're parallel to the floor. With the exhale, just melt your way back down. Pause at any point. We'll hold here for several breaths. And just notice the sensations in your body in this bowing position. The stretch and lengthening through your hamstrings. Maybe a release down your back. Add movement here if it feels good. Circle the shoulders. Move your head. Even a gentle sway of your whole upper body, left and right. Good. Two more breaths.
We'll carefully rise. We'll break it down, shifting your weight into your heels first. Bend your knees to lower your hips like you're sitting down into a low chair. Start lifting upper body as a way to extend the upper body, the spine and back body. Extend your arms out to the side like you're spreading your wings. Then inhale, reach up, even look up if you'd like. And then on your exhale, look forward and bring your palms together down to your heart, or you can bring your arms down to your side to finish that flow. That's our half salute to the sun. Nice gentle warm up. We'll do that again. Just move at your own pace. Here we go. Inhale, reaching all the way up through the lengthening through the sides of your body. Exhale, leading with your heart as we swan dive forward. Always okay to bend your knees as you fold. Inhale, rise up halfway. Little weight shift forward towards your toes, lengthening through the upper body. Then exhale, melt your way back down. And as you're able, release head, neck, and shoulders. Give them a little shake here at the end. Once again, shifting your weight into your heels, bend your knees, lower hips. Start lifting upper body, then inhale, sweep arms out, then up, big stretch. Exhale, hands to heart or arms to your side, finishing our flow. We'll pause again right here. We'll just continue adding on to our sequence. Always move at your own pace. Even if you get a little behind, don't worry about it. Here we go. Inhale, reaching into the air. Good. Exhale, fold forward. And inhale, rise up halfway, long spine, little weight shift forward, feel like you're coming forward. Exhale, fold, all the way down we go. Bend your knees enough so you can place your hands on your mat near the top edge of your mat, and then walk or step or even hop your feet to the back end of your mat. Lower your hips just to shoulder level, not too low. So we're in plank pose. Hold here for a moment, just feel the strength in your own body, especially the upper body. We'll take a breath in. With the exhale, bend your knees slightly. Keep them bent as you send your hips into the air, and your head will dip between your arms. This will guide you into downward facing dog. Once you're in this inverted posture, as needed, make some adjustments with your feet, even your hands on your mat. And just settle into the pose for a moment. Feel the sensations, what's happening here. Then feel free to add movement as it feels good. You might pedal your feet to get a stretch through your toes or calves. If your hands or wrists or elbows get a little fatigued, feel free just to come down to your knees. There you go. Moving from here, we'll take a full breath in. With your exhale, bend your knees, walk, step, or hop both feet up to the top of your mat. You'll be in forward fold. There you go. Inhale, rise up halfway, long spine. Exhale, fold. Weight shift into the heels, bend your knees. We'll inhale and come all the way up, reaching high. This exhale, take chair pose or a chair-like position as we continue to add on to our sequence, moving into Series B. So sitting back, little weight shift towards hips and heels. Feel like you're sitting into a chair that's behind you. Outstretched arms. Here we are. Breathe in. And exhale, dive out of your chair, down towards toes, forward fold. Inhale, rise up halfway. Top of your head leads forward. And exhale, fold again all the way down. Bend your knees, hands to the mat. The top of the mat, walk, step, or hop, feet back, plank pose. Again, we'll pause just to feel the strength and length in the body. Feel free to take that same shortcut to down dog like we did the first time, or finish your push-up here if you'd like, bending elbows, coming down, even bring knees to the floor first if you want to, then your belly, then chest, and find a back bend. You can keep it really low. It could be a very low cobra or sphinx pose here, and then downward facing dog. So whatever poses or sequence you create from plank pose will always finish together in downward facing dog. Very nice. Let's add a lunge. Inhale, extend right leg up behind you. Reach. Stay here for a moment just so you can feel the length through the leg, your torso, your arms. Next, exhale, step through. Right foot to the top of the mat or just behind the right hand should be good. Turn left heel to the floor. The whole foot's on the ground. Shift weight back into that foot so it's grounded. And then reach forward with the hands, free hands, reaching out, then up. Hinging right up into our warrior one. Hold there. Good reach. Again, more lengthening through the sides of the body. And inhale. Exhale, fold. Return to the earth. Plant your hands. Slide right foot back to meet the other. Quick pause. Decide how you want to get to down dog. You can come down to Chaturanga Dandasana, modify it if you need to. If you're going through this sequence, perhaps upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Make some adjustments with feet and hands as needed. Your full arrival in the posture. Ready for the lunge sequence on the other side. Inhale, extending left leg up. We'll reach and hold for a moment so you can feel the length through the entire body. Nice strong press into the earth with the hands. Next, exhale, step through. Left foot to the top of the mat. Once grounded, take your time. Right heel turns to the floor. Shift your weight back. Once you have that balance, then you can rise. Floating right up to your warrior one. Good reach. Feel what's happening down through the sides of the body, in particular maybe down through the right side, since you have that back leg there, maybe a little stretch and opening and release in the hip flexor region and the hip. We'll breathe in and exhale, fold. Return to the earth, plant the hands, slide left foot back, plank, and finish your sequence as you'd like. Shortcuts always appropriate anytime we get to that part of the sequence. Good. Pause for a moment. Okay, same sequence, just making it flow. Inhale, extend right leg up. Exhale, right foot to the top of the mat. Landing, turn left heel to the earth behind you. Root and connect, find that balance, then rise. We'll go ahead and add on here. We'll go ahead and open it to a warrior two. Good, that's it. Yeah, take the time to adjust your feet so you have a very strong foundation. Feel tall up top. Outstretched arms that are parallel to the ground. Side angle pose, just follow your right arm forward to angle, and then rotate the arms here, reach down with the right hand, up with the left, so you create this great opening through the whole front side of your body. Your heart and chest and belly, your hips, strong legs here. Good. Breathe in, ready to move. Exhale, we'll turn, then fold, hands back down to the floor. Pull or slide right foot back, plank pose. Finish your sequence. Meet in down dog. You might change it every time, and that's okay, because you might take a shortcut one time or go through a full vinyasa the next time. When you're ready to move, no rush. Inhale, extend left leg up. We're flowing. Exhale, left foot to the top of the mat. Landing, right heel to the earth. Find your center and balance. Then rise. We'll open it to our warrior two. Adjusting your feet for a strong foundation. Nice alignment, making sure left knee and toes are pointing forward. Yeah, just take a look. Look down at the ground. Look at your body. Notice how you feel. Here's our side angle. Reach forward, angled upper body. Rotate here. Reach high and low. Very active arms, hands, and fingers. Breath, of course, is active. Yes. Here we go. Breathe in, ready to move. On our exhale, we'll turn and fold. Find the ground, plant the hands, slide left foot back, complete your sequence. Take a breath or two in downward facing dog. And perhaps on the third breath, walk, step, or hop forward on the exhale. To the top of the mat, we'll be in forward fold. Inhale, extend through spine. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Let's inhale, come all the way back up to standing, reaching high. We're going to keep it moving here. On the exhale, right hand will grab left wrist. Then inhale, send that left hand up, reaching for the ceiling. Exhale, slight bend to the right. Maybe just a slight bend just to notice maybe a light sensation down through the left side of the body. If you feel like you can go a little further, go ahead and inhale, keep reaching up in this direction. Exhale, tip a little bit more, but not pulling too hard, certainly not bending too far, not straining. As you're reaching through this left hand, you can just press this left foot even more so into the floor, giving the sensation that you're moving in two directions because you're reaching up, going in that direction, but also moving down into the earth, by rooting that left foot. We're going to inhale, come back up to the top. Let's relax the shoulders with an exhale and just bring the arms down to the side. We'll just kind of shake that out for a moment. Okay, just getting a good side bend. Nice crescent moon shape. Whenever you're ready, we'll do the other side. Inhale, reach up. On the exhale, left hand will grab right wrist. We'll inhale, reach straight up. Torso is lifting up out of the pelvic bowl. Our exhale is a little tip, just checking in, just really signaling to the body that we're bending. We're going to the side bend. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, if there's space, tip a little bit more. Root right foot into the earth, because if you feeling like you're over here like this and not feeling grounded, okay, and just root, just press right back into the ground. And there's our little half moon shape. Okay, coming out, we'll inhale, come up. And let's keep it flowing. Exhale, swan dive forward. Release head, neck, and shoulders. Shake out the shoulders for a second. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Hands to the earth. Hop, step, or walk. Feet back. Plank pose. Come down if you want to. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog. And of course, we'll finish in down dog. But move through this postures that just come to you at this moment. Let's inhale, extend right leg up. Let's hold for a good reach and extension. We're going to open the hip, bend your right knee, bring heel down towards backside, lifting the knee slightly. It doesn't have to be too high. Just want to notice how your lower half of the body, the hips kind of turn, a little twist to the right side of the body. And if you can, get a sense of where this rotation is originating in your back, in your spine. Let's breathe in. Exhale, unwind, step through. Right foot to the top of the mat, left heel to the earth. Find your center and balance. Light hands will allow you to hinge up, warrior one. Exhale, opening, warrior two. Okay, get quickly settled. Right away, side angle. We're just going to keep this moving. Even follow this left arm overhead, reaching towards the front of the room, kind of mimicking that left side bend like we did standing. Let's breathe in. Exhale, turn and fold. Hands to the mat. Back to plank pose, finishing your sequence. Remember, take your time. Don't have to rush these at all. Pause, or if a pose kind of feels good and you want to settle into it for a moment, do so. Okay, in down dog, just be sure hands are planted strongly, giving you the support you need as you now inhale, extend left leg up, hold, reach. Yes, let's bend left knee, heel down towards backside. Slight lift of knee. Notice this little twist. Hip opening to the left side of the room. And where the spine is active in the rotation. Very strong, very nice. Breathing in on the exhale, we'll unwind, step through. Left foot to the top, right heel earths. Inhale, rising. And our warrior two. Quick settling, side angle. Reach out, rotate here, follow right arm overhead, reach through fingertips towards the front of the room. Initiate that side stretch. Same thing, you're still rooting, in this case, right foot into the floor like you did in that standing pose. Let's breathe in. Exhale, we'll turn, find the earth with the hands, back to our plank pose, and again, complete your series. Good. Just moving with breath. Modify as needed. Rest when you need to. Let's do a little floor work. Let's bring the knees to the floor. Sit back briefly into hero. Sit off to the side. Just bring the legs around to the front. Scoot forward because you're going to lie down. You want space behind you. Go ahead and roll down onto your back. Feel free to hug your knees into your body. Take a moment to get reacquainted with breath, the feeling and the sound of breath. Add movement. Check in with your hips, your back, even your knees, your ankles, your feet, your toes. All right, getting ready for bridge pose. Let's set the feet onto the floor, just introducing a back bend. So feet are rooted. We'll take a breath in, fill up your lungs.
Exhale, engaging core, your center, giving you power and energy now to lift hips into the air. Now you've got lots of options. You can just lift the hips a little bit. If your block is nearby, slide a block underneath you to sit on or use your hands to sit in. Again, not needing to go up too high, just listen to your body. Or maybe you are able to lift a little higher until you find that natural stop without forcing past that point. Opening the upper body by rocking upper body left and right several times to get your shoulders a bit more underneath you, just to open up through the chest and to support the lifted upper body. Bend your elbows so your arms are at 90 degrees. Your fingers will reach for the ceiling. You'll have 90-degree arms like robot arms, pushing down into the floor with the backs of the arms. All right, a few more deep breaths in this very active posture. Opening up through the hip flexors, strengthening the back and other parts of the body. One more breath in and out. On that exhale, maybe just start to soften. Wiggle the toes forward a little bit. Extend your arms into the air. That'll get the shoulders out from underneath you. And then roll your way down. Softly land. And then extend the legs out in front of you. Arms behind you. Reach and stretch. And I'm going to mimic what we did standing. I'm going to call this banana pose. Like a little crescent moon shape we did standing. So left hand will grab right wrist, pull it over gently to the left side. Okay, but what you'll also do is take the legs over to the left side. Okay, and then it'll create that banana shape. Okay, kind of lengthening, and just notice where that shows up in the body. Just a couple breaths, lengthening, making space. All right, we'll come back to center. Legs, let's release the wrist, grab the other. Carefully bend over to the right. Step the legs and feet over to the right as well. There's our banana. Breathing. Expanding, making space. All right, let's come back to center. Maybe one more stretch just to lengthen. And then hug both knees into chest. Catch your shins or knees with your hands. You can even lift your head and chest up towards your knees just for a little rounded ball shape if you wanted to. Carefully rock forward and back so you can rock up to seated, or feel free to roll to your side and press up to seated. Let's get active in the body again. Fire up the body into boat pose. So boat pose, I typically start here with knees bent, heels on the floor, holding on to the legs to really feel the lift and length of spine. Breathing in to get that lift and lightness. Exhaling through the mouth so I can feel the air leave my belly to engage. And then, like I was doing yesterday in my reclining chair, you just pull that lever and you just, and you head on back. You got the remote over here. You're good. You're good. Okay? Yeah. All righty. And you got the little lever for the feet. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. All right. Boat pose or easy chair pose, right? We're going to move. Breathe in. Exhale, cross legs, hands in front or to the side so we can uncross legs, get them back behind us, plank pose. All right, soft knees, hips to sky for a shortcut to down dog. All right, back up to standing. Breathe in first. Exhale, walk, step, or hop. Feet to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen through spine. Another fold. Maybe release head, neck, and shoulders. Take a peek between your knees so you can see the wall behind you. Then our weight shift into the heels. Bend your knees to lower hips. We'll inhale. Come all the way up. There we go. Reach and stretch. Maybe pause for a quick second. Then exhale, arms down to your side. Wonderful. All right, shake it loose. Okay, I'm taking a look around. Does everyone have a block? Does everyone have a block? Have a block? Anybody else? You got a block? Okay. All right, go ahead and grab your block. There you go.
So we did some side bends, we did a back bend, really to prepare our bodies for twists. I usually do twists after Thanksgiving. So let's go ahead and place the block. This is optional, but try it out if you'd like to. Holding onto the block between the thighs, a little squeeze just to remind us of centering, connecting to our midline. It will also support our hips. Because when we sit, just watch me for a second, when we sit, it doesn't have to be a deep seat, but you want to sit and stay plugged into the chair, glued to your chair, because you're going to rotate just the upper half of the body. And so with this squeezing of the block and engaging of the belly, we can just rotate here like you're maybe twisting a cap on a bottle. Okay, but the bottle stays stable, but you just twist the top. So that's the maneuver there. Because sometimes, usually without a block, we can get a little loose down here. Okay, and all these little swaying and turns. All right, we're going to try to keep all that solid. All right, here we go. Let's first take both arms up, inhale. Exhale, take your chair pose. Again, it can be a high seat. You can certainly go lower and deeper if you'd like. Go ahead and bring hands to heart center. Find your position. Make any adjustments with your blocks. You don't lose it. There's our seat. We're glued to it, not moving, or very little. Inhale, lengthen through spine. It's like you're trying to get out of the chair. Exhale, squeeze block, pull in belly, twist to your right. And it doesn't have to be a major turn. Just a little rotation there. Not much. Okay? Yes. Even that's very effective, probably even more effective and safe for your spine and hips than getting down too low and really rotating. Okay? That's it. Holding strongly here. It's a good core conditioning through the sides of the body. We're getting a good twist engagement. Breathe in. Well done. Exhale, unwind. Just bring hands to thighs as a way for the body to unwind. Come back to a neutral state right here. Then we'll inhale, come up, reach up, and right away to the other side. So exhale, chair pose. Glued to your chair, hands to heart. Inhale like you're lifting out of the chair. Exhale, squeeze block, pull belly in. Now here's our mild twist to the left, and that might be the end. You don't have to turn very far. Maybe you have a little bit more space to move into. Feel free to move into it, but again, not forcing it. I like to say, come to that natural stop. Your body stops, that's the end. You don't have to go any farther than that. Wonderful, good alignment, everybody. That's your twist. Breathe in. We'll exhale, unwind, hands to thighs. Okay. We'll also remove the block, hold on to it, and then we'll fold right down to a forward fold, and you just place the block on the floor, and we'll continue our flow. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, hands to the floor, hop or step back, plank pose. Come down if you want to, or certainly modify that flow or skip it completely. Okay, come to a down dog. Pause for a moment here. I'm going to have you rest in a second. All right, come back down to your knees. Sit back into hero. Hold here if this is uncomfortable for your knees or your ankles or any part of your body. Just sit. Just take a regular seat on the floor. All right, so we just did that chair pose with a twist. Now we're going to do it upside down. Right, that's easy enough, right? So here's our upside down version of that chair pose with a twist. So it starts in down dog. Let me show you here. And what you'll do here is step forward, just tiny steps forward, like 2 or 3 times, just to get the feet and toes a little closer to the hands. Here, knees stay bent, hips stay high, root. Push strongly into the floor with the hands. Beware of really soft elbows, okay? Almost locking the elbows, because I'm going to keep my left hand on the floor here. Press so I can remove my right hand and reach to the outside of my left leg and reach and hold on as low as I can reach. It might be up here for you. It might be down a little lower. And just kind of look underneath this arm. And there you are. There's our upside down chair pose with a twist. We'll come back out. We'll do the other side, of course. And if you step pretty far forward after we finish, you may need to step back just so you feel like you're in your regular down dog. All right, so let's give it a try. Come out to your downward facing dog. All right, listen to your body. If you need to rest at any time, please do so. Okay, so here's our tiptoe forward. Just a tiny step forward 2 or 3 times. More so if you need to, if you can't quite reach that leg. All right, press left hand strongly into the floor. So it's strong, rooted. Okay, yeah, straight arm. And then slide your right hand, you've got it, reaching for the outside of the left leg. Even if you only touch it and need to bring that hand back down to the floor, then that's it. Good job. Nice. And you're kind of looking underneath that left arm. It almost looks like you're creating the capital A. Okay, let's bring that hand back out in front of you. If you need to rest, rest. Otherwise, let's do the other side. Let's get it over with. Okay. Right hand roots into the floor. Left hand, you free it up and reach back to the outside of the right leg, reaching as low as you can reach, looking underneath the right arm. Little twist. And again, can you find out and feel where you're rotating? Where is that rotation originating? And there's our capital A. Let's bring that hand back out in front. Step back if you need to. Okay. Through a lunge. Inhale, extend right leg up. Bend and twist open. You're fine, you're fine. Unwind, stepping through. Right foot to the top of the mat, left heel to the earth behind you. Rooting, connect, then rise. Exhale, opening warrior 2. Settle into your warrior 2. Let's do a different side stretch. We'll reverse the warrior. So right hand reaching up, maybe slightly behind you, which creates another kind of that bow or bending sensation. Now through the right side of the body, I support my left hip with my left hand so I don't collapse into that left hip as I reach backward. All right, big cartwheel or windmill out of the pose, around and down to the floor in front. Slide right foot back, plank hold. Just take a shortcut to down dog. Other side. Inhale, extend left leg up, bend and twist. There we go. And unwind, step through. Warrior 1. Always take your time with that transition. Warrior 2. Adjust. Reversed warrior. Reach up. You might just be reaching up and slightly forward. That may be enough of a stretch. It could be straight up towards ceiling, or that reaching overhead feeling to get that bow or bend in the left side body. And our cartwheel out of the pose. Down to the floor, both hands, left foot back, finish your flow. Now let's introduce a different type of twist or another twist. Just bring the knees to the floor. Just going to scoot over to the left edge of your mat and then sit back into hero. You're going to have some space on your right side. Let me just turn this way so you'll see what's going to happen. Now what we'll do is, because you have that space on your right side, you're going to sit off to your right side. You might make it all the way down to the floor. My back isn't great for this, and so I always use a block or something like a folded blanket or two, so I have a little bit of a lift, so I don't strain my back. So you can do that if you need to. So go ahead and kind of a little mermaid seat. So sit off to your right side. Both hands will come over to this side. And so it might be fingertips or palms, just pushing into the floor to help you extend spine. So sit up as nice and tall as you can. Stay here, keep breathing. With each exhale, just feel the belly button pull in. Just stay straight up and down. Because as we twist, we want to twist in kind of 3 sections. We're going to start with low belly, kind of this midsection here, and then upper body. Kind of 3 sections of the spine. So here we are in this rotation. So we're going to inhale, get tall. Exhaling, belly button is going to turn away a little bit. Down here, it may not move at all. Okay, then you stop, then you inhale, get tall again. Exhale, just feel, you can even use your hand to help assist. It's like, okay, I'm thinking about this part of my body trying to turn, and it will come to a natural stop. Inhale, get tall again. Exhale, maybe leading with the right shoulder, turning, and maybe the head. Now I can already feel a little strain and pull in my back, so I'm going to soften my rotation. a little bit. So just continue listening to your body. If you feel like you're pulling, or it's too forceful, or you went too far, or you just need to rest, be mindful of that and unwind as needed. Good. Yes. So it's good for the hips because we're a little bit displaced. So you get a bit of a stretch. Yeah, you feel that? Certainly the lengthened spine and the rotation. Now, to get out of the pose, just walk your hands towards the hallway, okay? And then climb up onto hands and knees. You can slide over to the other side of your mat. Let's do a couple cat-cow movements. Inhale, cow, that's the back bend. Exhale, cat, just to really reopen the body, spine and torso, sides, hips. Okay, and you can go ahead and take your hero pose, having moved over to the right edge of your mat, and you'll sit off to the left, or sit over to your left, off to the right. Okay, same thing here. So lifting up, exhale, pull belly in. Inhale, nice and tall. Exhale, pull belly in. Seeing if you can turn your belly button, that lower portion of the spine, your belly, to the left. Inhale, get tall. Exhale, that midsection, ribs, belly. See if that turns at all. Okay, inhale. Exhale, shoulder, chest. And just go ahead and let the chin follow, just turning the head. Again, just until it just stops. Don't need to go any more than that. Just until it stops. Any more than that might feel, or the body might treat it as a strain, okay, or might think of it as that's too far. Because we certainly want to be in a pose like this, or any other pose that we do that might be a little challenging, as a way of just being able to feel comfortable in it, feel good in your posture. All right, 2 more breaths. Same thing to get out of the pose, crawl towards the windows, then climb back up, 2 hands and knees. You can come back to center on your mat, and a few more cat-cow movements. Inhale, cow, just for some realignment too, through the hips, since they were displaced in that seat. Moving through the spine in a different way rather than rotating on the axis, getting this good undulation. We're going to come back up to standing, so let's start in down dog. So you might step your hands forward a little bit, tuck your toes, lift your knees, send your hips into the air. Breathe in. Exhale, walk, step, or hop both feet up to the top of the mat. Here's our forward fold. Inhale, extend through spine. Fold again. Let's actually hold our forward fold, maybe just for a breath or two, just a nice release after those twists through the low back. Then shift weight into the heels, bend your knees, lower hips. We'll inhale and come back up to standing. Reach all the way up, yes. And exhale, arms down to your side. All right, shake that loose as you need to. All right, so we're going to go back to that chair pose, and we're going to transition out of that chair pose with a twist into a lunge. Let me just show you quickly. So here's my chair pose set up. We're not going to use the block because we're going to be moving the legs, but you want to imagine you still have the block. Glue your bum to the seat. I'm going to twist to my left. Exhaling, twisting to my left here. Just watch. Okay, I'm shifting my weight into my left foot. I'm just shifting and rooting into my left foot so I can pick up my right foot and just tap it back until it just stops. I can't go any more than that. But you're going to feel all the weight still in this front foot. So what you'll need to do is either step back a little bit. There's that same lever you need to pull and come back. Okay, find your center here. Okay, we're going to be in this twist. You might come down low. You could be up high in this rotation here. What we'll do is extend the arms and then rise up to what I call Twisted Warrior 2. Okay? We're going to unwind, so your arms will go backward. Unwind, plant that back heel. You'll end up in a Warrior 2. You're going to reverse the warrior just to keep it moving. Nice side stretch here. Windmill, watch this. Plant the hands, pick up on the heel behind you, slide this left foot back and up. Bend and twist again, okay? All these wonderful twists. We'll rise to a high lunge, hinge forward, step through. We'll be ready for the other side. Okay, so that's our sequence there. Okay, starts with a chair pose, twist. We'll start by twisting to the right. Okay, here we go. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, chair pose. Hands to heart. Good. Inhale, more length. Exhale, squeeze imaginary block. Bring belly in. Twist to your right. Okay, get a good sense. Make sure your hips didn't shift too much so you can really get the benefit of the rotation of the upper body. Now shift weight into right foot. So you can pick up the left foot, just kind of tap it back until it can't tap back anymore. Okay. Imaginary lever as we shift the weight back so you're more planted in your hip area rather than this front knee. Boom. Okay, you're rotating. You're going to open the arms, floor to ceiling. Now that left arm could be on the inside or outside of that leg, no worries. Because we're going to rise up, still facing the hallway as you're in a twisted warrior two. Yeah, balance, right? Left hand is forward, right hand is back. Okay. Okay, squeeze the inner thighs towards each other. Squeeze like you're holding that block. You might find more stability. You might find you can rotate a bit more. Okay, backward arms as we come into a warrior two. Plant that back heel, right hand reaching up to reverse the warrior. Little back bend. Now down dog. We're going to windmill out. Plant the hands, rise up onto tiptoes behind you, but sweep the right foot back and right up into the air. Bend and twist. Good. Then unwind, step through, right foot to the top of the mat. Shifting weight so we find that centering again. Rise to a high lunge this time so that back heel is lifted. We're hinging forward. Shifting weight into right foot so we can step forward into chair pose. Hands to heart center. Inhale. Exhale, we're twisting to the left. Good. Glue to your seat. Good rotation. Shift weight into left foot. Tap right foot back. Shift weight back. Centering the body, finding the center of gravity. Extend the arms floor to ceiling. Rise up, twisted warrior two. You're still looking out the window. Right hand forward, left hand back. Squeeze inner thighs towards each other for greater stability, hopefully. Unwind into a warrior two. Plant that back heel. Reverse your warrior, reaching up. Windmill down to the earth with the hands. Rise up onto tiptoes behind you. Slide left foot back and right up into the air. Down dog, bend and twist. Good. Unwind, step through. High lunge, right heel stays lifted. Find your center and balance first. So you have light hands, so you hinge from hips and rise up. Nice and tall. Hinge. Shift, a little push from the back foot back to our chair pose. Go ahead and just stand up tall. Good. Swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, hands to the floor, hop or step back, plank pose. Come down if you'd like, Chaturanga Dandasana. Up dog. And downward facing dog. One full breath right here. Then return to hero. Okay, same sequence. We're going to see if we can add that upside down twisted chair pose thing. It's going to make this flow. Adding our yoga choreography, right? And here's what's going to happen. I'm going to sweep this left leg back. Okay, now if your hands and feet or foot feel like they're too far away, maybe just step the hands a little closer to the grounded foot. A little weight shift into the right hand in this case. Magically lift left hand. Now you won't be able to twist much. If you can, it's quite a challenge because you got this leg in the air, and so you're already balancing a lot over here on this other side. So this will be your pose. We'll bring this back out, finishing the flow. Same thing, right onto the other side. Same sequence, we're just adding that balance. Okay? Downward facing dog. We're starting in mountain pose. So hop or step forward, both feet up to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, nice release. Weight shifting to the heels. Here we go. Bend the knees. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale, just bring arms down to your side, just so we can just find our good starting point. Take a few deep breaths. A little shoulder shake. Just check out wrists and fingers. There we go. Chair pose, twisting to the right. Here we go. Inhale, reach. Exhale, chair. Hands to heart, already shifting weight into right foot. We rotate, twist to the right. Shifting weight into right foot, stepping left foot back. Shifting weight back so you find that balance. Extend arms, floor to ceiling. Rise up, twisted warrior two. But keep unwinding until you're in warrior two. Reverse your warrior. That's it. Windmill out, hands to the floor. Sweep. Right foot back. And up into the air. Okay, so here's the new challenge. If you need to, maybe step the hands a bit closer to left foot, shift weight into left foot and hand, so you can slide or touch or tap right hand back so you can find this left ankle or calf, whatever you can reach. Make sure left hand is pushing firmly into the floor, strong straight arm, right leg reaching into the air. Okay, right hand back down into the earth in front. Right foot top of the mat. High lunge. Okay, little hinge, shifting forward, step forward, chair pose. Hands to heart. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist to your left. That's it. Shift weight into left foot. We're tapping the right foot back. Find your center and balance. Extend arms. Warrior two, twisted warrior two. Reverse it. As we get into the reversed warrior, that windmill effect. Windmill out, hands to the floor, slide left foot back and up into the air. Strong connections. Step hands closer to right foot as needed. Rooted right hand. Release left hand, find right leg. Even if it's just for a quick second, good job. Left hand back down onto the floor. Left foot to the top of the mat. Find your center, high lunge. Hinge. Step forward, chair. Stand up tall. Maybe a little back bend, open the heart, lift the chin. Exhale, swan dive. Monkey pose. Exhale, fold, hands to the floor, hop or step back, plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Yes, up dog. And downward facing. Just a breath in down dog. Let's make our way back down to the earth. Bring your knees to the floor. Sit back, then off to the side. We're going to lie down. Just get the legs around to the front. Make some space behind you. Roll down onto your back. Hug the knees in. Do a quick check-in with breath. If you're slightly out of breath, that would be appropriate. So just take some deep breaths. Deep cleansing, calming breaths. Just help settle, add movement. Alrighty. Happy baby pose. Take the legs wide. A little stretch in the inner legs. Feel free to keep the kind of this leg stretch, just opening the legs here. Or
the full happy baby by kicking the feet up into the air, holding on to the soles of the feet or ankles. Just get into the hips a little bit, maybe your back. I like to rock left and right in the happy baby. With an exhale as I get to that one side, just to send good breath and space into that hip. All right, release the feet, bring the knees back together, and one more twist. Let's take the knees over to the left side of the room. Maybe they reach the floor, or get a block and place a block underneath that left knee or between the knees, and then extend your right arm out to the right side. And just settle into this rotation. Again, like all the other poses we did, especially the twisting postures, if you feel like you're twisting too much or too harshly on the body, soften it up. You don't just let the body kind of relax and just kind of lie here. Good. Good. Maybe 2 more breaths. Or more breaths if it feels good to be in this rotation on this side and would like to stay here a little longer. But whenever you're ready, you can come back up to center, even pause in center just for some realignment of the spine. Return to breath, and then twist to the other side when you're ready. So I like doing twists after the holiday just to encourage continued digestion. Certainly rest and digest is our intention. Stimulating the parasympathetic nervous system, that's our rest and digest system. And that's that sense of calm and ease. Even though we did some challenging movements and postures, hopefully able to do them with that calm and ease throughout. And of course the twist. 2 more breaths. When you feel ready, no rush, return to center, hug the knees in one last time, and maybe move into Shavasana or any other fully relaxed posture. Anything that would feel good to you. Even add another movement if your body needs another stretch or posture that would help relieve the body. Please do so. And just make your way to Shavasana, or again, any other restorative pose. So we did the twist, but mainly, we did a lot of warming up to those twists. Make space, the stretches, the side bends, the back bends even. Making space in the body. To encourage that ease in the body, to encourage the digestive system. And now rest. Remain in stillness. Just return to the awareness of your breath. Notice your breathing. And as you come back to this awareness, start taking slow, deep breaths once again. Just as you did at the beginning of your practice. Now generating perhaps a new energy within you. Breathing into these newly opened spaces. Filling yourself up with this good pranic energy, this life force, full of light and ease, mobility, having let go of any tightness or soreness or discomfort. Begin to feel movement return to your body. Each breath helping to generate that movement. Nice. When you are ready to move, take your time, move as slowly as you can. Roll to one side of your body. Briefly here in this nurturing pose. Noticing how you feel. And from here, continue to rise until you're in a seated position. And once you're here, fully lengthened spine. So just sitting up tall, proud. Relaxed shoulders, arms and hands are relaxed. Feeling at ease. And one last movement together. We'll inhale, extend both arms up. Exhale, bring your palms together down to your heart. Take one more breath in and out. And as we come to the close of our practice together, we bow, saying, Namaste. Namaste.
Thank you so much for watching and participating in this yoga lesson. To help us with the channel so we can continue to bring you more content, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. It's really appreciated. Namaste.